This the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Pause. I'm back. Nigga, Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more.
Wall Street. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Well, every day, come over here, hit that like, hit the subscribe. We talk about this crypto space, bringing you up to updated news, talk about technical analysis and things. If anyone is interested, we're going to do an asset. We're going to do a video, about the top 10 assets that I would be thinking about buying strongly into this next bull run. So if you're interested about that, well, then that's more of a reason to hit the like, hit the subscribe, because the very next video we do is going to be my top 10 going into 2024 all the way into 2025. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Please, if you've yet to subscribe, which we have a lot of people watching and not subscribing, hit that button right there. See the little bell? Ding, ding. Terrible bell noise. But hit that button because you will now be involved. So what I'm talking about, buy the halving, sell the news, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news. And if you watched a video about, I want to say about 4 days ago, right? Somewhere around there, maybe a week ago, I did this particular pattern and said that we will go up and down and here and then eventually we may go up, but we could break all the way to this 64. This 64 keeps happening. So we're going to talk more about that. I hope you enjoy. We got some of the crypto news coming in, such as Fetch AI, plus AGIX, and Ocean equal ASI. This is pretty exciting because we have big AI projects, and the initiative seeks to position them as formidable contenders against established tech giants such as OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, Apple, by leveraging the intrinsic benefit of a blockchain technology for AI development. This is pretty exciting here to see what's going on. The three leading artificial intelligent blockchain projects, Fetch AI, Singularity, Net, and Ocean Protocol, to be precise, they're on the verge of potential merger. This was March 27th. It is now the 10th that this actually happened, I believe, or the 9th. So congratulations. That is a big deal. That is a big win. So we'll take a close attention to what ASI is doing. That's very important to watch. Is that going to be the next one? And I stumbled upon this. It kind of blew my mind. It blew my mind because it's exactly everything I was talking about this morning.
And
hit the like and subscribe.
BitMEX co-founder Arthur Hayes predicts that the upcoming Bitcoin halving and U.S. Federal Reserve and Treasury actions will intensify a crypto market downturn in the short term, despite potential medium-term price increases.
What? Bazinga. I mean, that's really how I feel. That's what we've been talking about. And biggest news of all, Uniswap in trouble with the SEC. So I figured the FUD would turn, right? I figured this may happen. This could be one big pump here to get your money in. What we see here is a double top pattern, double M. And I do think that if we do crash down out of this pattern, which you can see here, we've been really nice, increasingly going through and above. I wonder if we just needed to tick it up just a little bit right there. And that's about where we would break through above, fool us out. But are we getting resistance perfectly here in this symmetrical triangle pattern? I would be very careful because we'll see what happens. I think once we do break below, and you see a lot more touches to the downside than we do see to the upside. Big here, right? Another big one here. But we are getting many more through and below, to the downside. So even though I adjust this, let me fix this. Even if I adjust this right here, we are still touching and tapping many times. What is going to happen? The more times you touch, more of a chance that is for the break. So yeah, I'd like to be optimistic. I'd like to be excited. Maybe put up a couple indicators, see what's going on. You can see how this is getting exciting. I mean, this is something to talk about. If now, my friends, if somehow this is where we are getting to be okay, and we'll say, hey, we keep hitting and touching, and this is where we keep going, that will be the bottom of the Bitcoin price. I do believe that that's a possibility where we will see a big dip, and that'll be it. Because the SEC, talking about Uniswap, cracking down and all this, This is our fun. I think this is it right here. So we'll see what happens. We'll pay close attention. Right now, right under 3 hours for the next 4-hourly candle. And you can see right here how important this resistance is. Let me get it out here and show you because we do all this live. None of this is really set up on purpose ahead of time. We do this all live. I learned with you pretty much. And it's that 71,200 that we pretty much had for you. Let's get a little better. We're talking about 71.3 to be exact, so we're closer to the 2 that we had. So 71,300. If we do finish that 4-hourly candle above, we will be creating something beautiful that will take us all the way up to 78,000. I mean, I've been talking about this for a while. It's kind of giving me a headache. It's making me look silly because, why? Yeah, because we haven't been broken out of that pattern yet and done so. You can see the big resistance. So we'll see what goes on. We keep touching. This is the last touch point before we've been going anywhere, thinking that we were going to break a new all-time high. You can see that is the new all-time high, but now we can just come barely into it, a little shell of it. As you can see, the downtrend is starting to happen. So we'll see what happens. I do believe that we come down into this range. This is what I'm looking at. I have no indicators out. I'm probably going to put one in, but if it starts doing something like that, I'll be very bullish. I'll be more excited. Please hit the like and subscribe. This is very important to get this out there. So the pattern, as I said, I showed you what could be happening. It is actually happening, but I do believe we break out any point in time or finish above any of these prices. These are the 2 prices in green. I'll put this one in. I'll make this white so it doesn't get really too confusing. But these are my 2 main confirmation prices, right? Once we are breaking above and finishing a 4-hourly candle, not financial advice, out of the symmetrical pattern, either to the down of 66.8 or above to the 71.3, 71.4, I'd rather say, that would be something that would tell me, okay, the trend is definitely going in that direction. So please be careful because this looks really tasty as an ascending channel. I could go right now and tell you that this yellow area for Bitcoin could be happening. So I will probably change the title to 66,800. Do you know why? Because I'm confident that that looks like it's happening. We're getting a huge bull flag or an ascending channel, ascending triangle pattern, and this looks actually bullish. So if I were to tell you what is bearish about this pattern, 66,800. So somebody wants to talk about Gari. Can we do Gari really quick? Let's see, Gari. Cranking. Let's just go to Mex. I do like Mex for some reason. Gari right now, if we pay attention, we did some TA on it. And we were hoping that we would get a top out at right about here. I think this was the top here. And they were talking about almost, 5 cents. We didn't get that. We could see that clear as day. But you can see we're getting a definite correction. What is happening is it's finding the same kind of pattern. So let me just start over. Let's do some indicators. Let's do some things here. Let's do some technical analysis, make some sense here. Can I get the stochastic up? Yes, it lets me. Okay, we're going to 4-hourly. We're talking about Gari, if anyone's interested real quick. This is what we do for some of the followers. What we're paying attention to is the patterns. You can see here right now the bottom. You can see we're looking for a flip here. What happens? Well, the yellow flips to the top on the EMA. This is a 4-hourly on the chart. Gari, we're just looking for a quick pattern to show you. And you can see all the way up there, that's what happens. What happened there? Pain in the ass. There it is. We got the EMA back. You can see how the EMA just flips. I'm trying to zoom in for people to learn because some people do want to learn. You can see here it flips. Well, it flipped right there. You can see how it stayed and rode all the way up to the top. Came back up even for more. That's very bullish. So right now, currently, you can see what's been happening. Well, we've been doing that exact opposite. If you come all the way into the last little bit of time here, the yellow's been on the downspout here. We're looking for a nice flip. We're getting a nice little bit of support here. Nice triple bottom, if I do say so myself. Looking very fantastic. Probably get another good buy right here. Buying signal right on the bottom. So it'll probably come creep a little more, but I do like what I see. I'll be honest with you. Nice little triple bottom, like I said. This is Gari. And with dollar cost average into this while we're on the bottom of the EMA, you can see here that's really roughly what the resistance is or what it's going to be when we start coming back up. So pay close attention to that. This is not financial advice. This is gentleman twice as nice. But if you pay attention to that price right there, start finishing above, you'll see that this will be a nice, beautiful cup and handle. What will happen next will surprise many people. But I do believe that we can start coming all the way back up. This is a difficult asset to predict, but all the way to about I see it. I'm looking at it right now. Oh, it's about 4 cents. So if you pay attention, definitely to mention, this is particularly what I expect to see. Triple bottom coming in. You can see maybe creating a little higher low. Not a big deal of what I see, but it's a 4 hourly. And what I expect is this landing to finally find itself a little bit of some rally after another dip, possibly here. You can see what's going on, and then most likely we're going to find ourselves something with like a cup and handle, and then perhaps that's about what you're looking at, all the way to 4 cents almost. So I would not wait for 4 cents, but that's something what I do see gathering up here, and you can see how it works, even how it happened right here, and then how exactly it happened right there. Get rid of the indicators, and I'll show you in a second. That is exactly project textbook cup and handle. So pay attention. If I were to show you, obvious right there. What happened after that cup and handle? Well, you're going to pay attention, definitely to mention, because I'm going to show you what happened after that cup and handle. But you can see it right there. It stopped. See it right there on that day. It was February 25th, 2024. And then what happened? Beautiful handle. I mean, it's a sick handle for some people. It was like a 50% pullback. Very, very common. Well, what happened after that big pullback there? You can see we almost came back to, 80%. But what happened is the dramatic top off here caused that. And that's volatile waves in its finest, making scared money leave, putting big money back in, and you can see what happened in the last triple. We fell, and you can see what's going on. So we're hitting a bottom here all the way through, right about to this line, so I wouldn't be surprised if we did touch the 3 cents one more time. Be very careful. I would not be getting into big risk assets at this current time, knowing what I'm saying currently right now. Yeah, they took Bitcoin off the side here. I'm so effing annoyed. So just be careful. I would be very, very careful. It doesn't matter what it's from. The point of everything being is you have to watch what Bitcoin's doing. If you don't watch what Bitcoin's doing, you're going to be disappointed. So we will pay close attention to what is happening. Maybe I go to the daily, maybe get a little bit better information. But that's about what we're paying attention to, even on the daily. It looks like a beautiful bull flag. I love it. I love it very much. But you can see here there's like a descending starting to form now, and that's what's concerning the shiznick out of me. Talking about a daily here, triple top. This what maybe concerns me here the most, and a lot of people probably won't be talking about it to you. Yeah, the halving's coming, 420. Well, what's the big deal? What is the big deal? Nothing has accumulated yet. Nothing has happened yet. It's going to be creating scarcity and supply versus demand. I get that. But nothing will really establish from it yet. So we have to be very careful. We could be getting this triple top here. You can see the trend is starting to come this way. We'll see. This could be an M on the 4 hourly. Maybe that represents it for you. Maybe this is what you needed to see right about here. Now you could be surprised. That 4 hourly, when it finishes for Bitcoin in 2 hours and 41 minutes, you can see the resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 times 4 hours. We're talking about in the last 20 hours, 71,361 has been a resistance level for Bitcoin. So you got to pay close attention. You can see the double top forming. You can see how side by side. This is a bearish setup. Go on your charts, go on your cheat sheets, and you show me a two symmetrical candle like this, and show me one of them that shows that's to be bullish. I'm telling you right now, be careful. This is about what we're looking to see, and I do believe that after I do update, this is what we're getting. So I'm going to be buying at 66,800. My name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. I would love to show you, but in the next video, I can't wait. Going to do some homework. I got some work to do. Top 10 crypto assets. Your top 10 crypto assets that we're going to be talking about in the next video. So why crypto? And his name, it's a SoFi project, Web3. I love Web3 streaming platform. So utility has what I'm asking for. If I can read past what my heart shows, I have a heart symbol in the way. But yeah, I do appreciate it very much. Gari Network. We've talked about it on this channel before, and the only reason why we've talked about it on this channel before was because a follower asked about it. So we can do this all day. Become a follower. I can't wait to get to Can't wait to get to 2,000 subscribers. I'll be very excited. Talking about taking a sip, buy the dip. Ladies and gentlemen, what people want to know is it a good time to buy? They're watching something just going up and up. It's like, haven't you ever learned? You prepare. It's like making your bed, right? You got to sleep in the bed. You got to make a fucking mess before you could make the bed. You want to hurry up and make something, but you didn't even sleep in it yet. Sleeping in it. Buying the dip. When it looks shady, get in it. Why do we not want to buy when it's falling? What do we think, it's going to zero? Is that the problem? If you think that the price is still going to go down, did you ever hear of a method called dollar cost averaging? If it's trading 95 bucks Litecoin, and you see a chart showing, well, we have major support resistance flip here. I see a bearish signal like I just showed you guys on the chart just a minute ago. And you know it's going to come down. All right, well, dollar cost average into it. Good morning, Gary. Nice to see you in the chat. We're talking about dollar cost averaging into a cryptocurrency. And a lot of people don't understand that how the method is so important. It's so important. There was a video I'll show you real quick and you want to hear it. I hope I don't get a friggin', I really hope I don't get. This is here. You have 500. Who has 500 bucks to trade today? I just want to know. And this is a great one. I'll say it out loud. The bull versus the bear. In a bull market, you gain more money, right? In a bear market, you gain more crypto. Holy shit. I've never heard it said any better in my life. I believe that was for Altcoin Daily, and we do thank them very much because they do awesome work. But what I'm trying to say here is, well, Mr. Andrew Tate never said it better in his life. You don't even need to watch it. You just need to hear what he says. It's fucking amazing.
Loads of money.
What's great about loads of money?
I can put it in ETH or Bitcoin, or I can do a bunch of traditional financial instruments and be a lot safer and more by the book. I can put in 100 million. I can look for a 1% or a 2%. 2 million. Guaranteed to get it. No risk. Get my money back. Get 2 million free. Buy an apartment. Boom. IQ. Easy. But when you only have $500, you can't just make 2% on $500. And this is why all the dumb money ends up with us, the smart money. This is why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Because there's no such thing as free money. I make my 2% because a bunch of people lost money somewhere else. And the person who lost money is someone who put in $500 and managed to pull off a 4X, got up to $2,000. And he sat there and goes, if I could just get to $5,000, then I'll take it out, and lost it.
Yep.
Because you're very greedy.
You're very greedy. You're very greedy when you're poor. Isn't that fun? Isn't that crazy? And it's the truth. It's the truth. So listen to what he said. Let's go over it really quick. So I buy Bitcoin at 27,000. I put 500 bucks in it. It goes all the way to 70,000. Now imagine, I don't know the price. I'm not going to do the math, but I'm going to say, hey, we turned that 500 into $2,000. Perhaps we did better, right? If I could just get to the $5,000 mark, we're worrying about numbers instead of technicals and macros and things like that, right? Uniswap, and that's a bad thing, and FTX. We're sitting here worrying. We're sitting here playing a game instead. Come on, $5,000. Come on, $5,000. You know you're gambling at that point. You understand that, right? What he's saying is that, well, he puts his $100 million in and doesn't fucking bat a fucking sweat of an eye. Couldn't imagine transferring $100 million in Bitcoin. Like, I'd be fucking sweating. Like, did it go through? Did it go through? Did it go through? Let me do $1 million at a time, 100 times, right? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Transferring money to Bitcoin and hoping that the right address is put in. Long story short of it, you put your 500 in, you're at $2,000. Imagine where he's at. He could be at 100 million to another 100 million easily, right? We're talking about how many times he could do it. But all he's looking for is that no risk quick pop up to 2%. You know how fast we can get there. And he's out. He's out. That's what he's telling you. Stick to the story. Big fat money in, real quick 2 million out. He has a lot of money on the table. You have to remember that 102 million after that story got pulled out. What do you think happens to the price when multiple billionaires or millionaires do that? The price shifts down. They work together. What do? You sell. What happens? Well, everybody's selling, and all of a sudden it gets cheaper. And what do? Well, they take that 2 million that they made in profits, and they say, fuck it, let's see what we can do with the 2 million. Put the 2 million in at 10 times. Now they just made 2 million into 20. All of a sudden, they just turn shit into something really, really nice, because 2 million to them is shit. To us, it's not shit. We know that. That's why we don't have 2 million, because we put the 500 in, try to get to the 5,000, and we never see it. We never see it. And then FTX happens, and then Uniswap happens. It's part of the world. It's the way it works. It's how the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Pay attention, definitely, to mention. So we're getting a lot closer, getting down to like the 9 days of the Bitcoin halving. The Bitcoin halving is coming. I almost said halving. These people got me screwed up from the video. There's two older men talking about the Bitcoin halving. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's the Bitcoin halving. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. It's Thursday. Tomorrow, I'm going to be super busy. We'll see if we can come live to you by the phone, wherever we need to be. But please pay close attention to the Bitcoin price. We talked about that. That chart is very, very important. Maybe I'll show you one last time real quick, because some people do deserve it. A lot of people coming in late, but I want to show you right here what I think is happening. So please pay close attention one last time. There is a pattern here that these two little candles to show me a lot. And I've never found one of these to be really bullish. Let me see if I can show you a couple. One, for example, something like this. Not exactly, but you can see what happened. Let's see where we get another one. Oh, there it is. That's a beautiful one right there. What happened? Well, right there. What happened? I mean, paying attention, definitely to mention. I'm not the biggest genius in the world. I've just been doing it for a long time. Maybe I see it quicker before you do. Do you see what's going on? This is exactly perfect prime mother effing example. But that chart, let's see. Let's play a little game, because this is what could happen. This is what could happen. And if we go down in this here, and it shows the exact price of what I just did, you could say, well, damn, was that good? Was that good? Yeah, it might be good. Let's see what's happening. We're coming in, and if it goes to 64, I want to almost cry. Scares me, ladies and gentlemen. It scares me. So my new prediction, and that's what I'm doing. I really don't want to do it from there. I effed up. But because it was such a beautiful fall, and it's matching the last few falls we've had, it seems like the money is coming out in that trajectory. So it's looking like it could be it. So this could be it. All the way to 66.8, like I said. Or all the way down to about the 65. So please be careful. My name is Wall Street Pete Sicto in crypto. None of this is financial advice, but I do see a double top pattern. We would need a big rejection at the 66,800 area, and that's what I'm going to say is probably where we're going to stop. But this pattern, that pattern we talked about last week, I would say. That was one of the scenarios. You could see exactly how it's playing out. It looks fantastic. Very bullish in the crypto market and very, very hyped over the Bitcoin halving of something that, what did we do? Go take a peek. Every Bitcoin halving, like 3 weeks later, we didn't do diddly jack squat shit. So why is that going to change? We're already above the price and the hype of where we've ever been in a Bitcoin history. We've never gone above all-time highs. So why would there not be a slight little fall or something? These whales know something. Come on, they're not smart. I just went over how the whales work. They're going to take our money. I'm not talking about ours. I'm talking about the little guys, and they're speaking out loud saying they're going to take our money. They're going to take our money. They ain't going to fucking take this channel's money. We know what's going on. You guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much. Please be careful in this crypto space, as it is very volatile. But that chart, once we break out of there to the up or to the downside out of that symmetrical pattern, it's going to be a good time. I'll tell you right now. Remember, when the price goes up, we're making money. When the price goes down, we're creating more crypto. Have a great day.